I believe that sports are so much more than just having the best physical attributes. Even though physical ability helps, so much more of sports involves the mental aspect, which people don't see very often unless you really look deep down.
Rose came down bad on his left foot. See him holding on to his knee and down.
Today, I have set up an interview with a doctoral student, Jason Cohen, and he is going to be talking about sports and the psychological aspect of them that most people don't see.
All right, how's it going? My name is Jason Cohen. I'm a first-year doctoral student in the kinesiology program. I was a college baseball player, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sports psychology and recovering from injuries mentally and physically. So sports psychology is a multidisciplinary field. It can be dealing with the mental aspect, physical aspect, your environment, your social support, a bunch of different systems that have an interaction on how you perform. The types of results that an athlete can expect from working with a sports psychologist can be improvements on the field, both mentally and physically, so dealing with agility, dealing with breaking down a scenario in your head, knowing what to do without having to think about it. Confidence, so I played baseball, so up in the batter's box, down 0-2 in the count, you got to be confident that I'm going to be able to come back from a pitcher's count. But dealing with mental injuries, I have had teammates who have either had too many concussions, had too many issues with stress, pressure, feeling like there was too big of a load on their back to perform, that have had to walk away from the sport. Now, the issue with that is that it could carry over into other aspects of their life.
My body was stuck. Tried to get up, but I couldn't.
He'd broken his neck.
So a lot of people have spoken about a clutch trait. Can you come up when you need to? If your team's down, if your team's relying on you, you can come up big in the situation. A lot of people debate whether it's real or not. Some people ask if it's genetic. I certainly don't think it's genetic, but I do think there is such a thing as a clutch trait. And that's coming from my background in sports psychology as well, being an athlete.
I chose two clips of Michael Jordan because he's known as one of the most clutch athletes of all time, making it count when it matters.
They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead.
You're going to feel like it's your time to shine. Coaches might tell you to shy off a little bit. Don't put all the pressure on your shoulders. But we all know no matter the situation that you're in, you're going to feel some pressure. I think by using some sports psychology techniques, such as centering, arousal control, breathing, imagery, things like that, you are able to strengthen and develop this clutch trait. As long as you can keep the right frame of mind, the right thoughts through your head, I think if you have the right setup for it, you are going to be able to expand and strengthen this and develop this clutch trait. So when you're working on an athlete's confidence, whether it's physical, mental, anything like that, you're going to want to focus on what's called self-efficacy. And self-efficacy is our situation-specific confidence in our ability to do something, to do an action, to do a behavior. So if you're trying to get someone to work out, an example of self-efficacy would be, I believe I can work out, or I think it is easy for me to go work out. It's not how well you're going to do it, it's your capability of doing it. So the most important aspect of self-efficacy is mastery experiences. That's having, for example, you go to a batting cage and learning how to hit a ball. Throw a ball over and over, repetition, just you being able to do a certain experience. After that, there's vicarious learning. I could watch a videotape of someone else hitting a baseball over and over, see someone else do it. I could watch a game. Then after that, you have physiological and emotional states. So do I enjoy doing it? Do I feel like I'm having fun? That's an important factor. And then the last aspect is going to be social persuasion, verbal persuasion. So if I have people encouraging me to do it, not so much as pushing me in to do it, I might have a better chance of having higher self-efficacy for hitting a baseball.
As an athlete, you're subject to a lot of criticism from fans, other athletes, coaches, everyone. And to be a successful athlete, you have to be able to overcome that. Sometimes it's not easy.
6'8" from St. Vincent St. Mary High School, number 6, LeBron James.
Forget about LeBron. You gotta take that jersey off or I'm gonna beat you up.
LeBron.
You love
like a coward.
Frauded the city of Cleveland.
You're a sellout.
The Cavs would be great without LeBron.
We're going to be better without you.
You are now Art Modell.
They hate you.
LeBron James is the most hated man in Cleveland, Ohio.
Because we hate you, LeBron. Don't ever come.
Sports can also be used as sort of an escape in a sense. For example, during finals week, after a long night of studying, I'll go to the arc and shoot around and just play basketball for an hour or two and take my mind off things. It helps clear my head, so for when I go back, I have a fresh mind to study again.